What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to do a week in training review for you guys. It's been a little while since I've updated you on my training, and things have been going really well for me. I'm probably consistently back to run training for about 2 months now. The leg has felt great, injury has felt great. I feel like I'm definitely on the other side of things, and this past week of training was probably the first time since October that I really felt like I got a good, solid, consistent week of training in. So I'm going to take you guys through that over on my Strava. So I posted this on Instagram the other day, and I was very surprised by the feedback that I got. But I asked the question of, like, are people posting their other workouts on Strava outside of runs and rides or whatever? And people gave me some mixed feelings, but I'm going to try to record more of my workouts on Strava so that I can go through videos like this and share with you guys kind of all the work that got done for me in the week. So to start it off, this was probably my biggest week of running. I got 51 kilometers of running in, probably even a little bit more, because what I've had a hard time doing is like including my Hyrox running in there. So I probably got more on like 55K, which is awesome for me. Probably my biggest mileage week since the marathon. We kicked it off with an easy 8.4K run. I've really not been putting too much attention on like specific kilometers for my easy runs. Sometimes I'm going off time. Like this workout, I went off time. I hit about 8.4 kilometers, average 5:21 pace. I'm just really going off feel and doing things easy on my easy days. I remember this day was a day where I did not want to run, but I was very glad that I did, which is why I titled Always Better for Doing It. I do think that we are always better for doing it. I've never really ever regretted not getting out for the run or not putting in the work or doing the workout after I finish it. Before, not so much, but after, good. Had a big track workout on Tuesday. I probably didn't mean for the volume to be this high. It was a 12-kilometer total run. I did this ladder workout where I went 200, 400, 600, 800, 1K, and then back down 800, 600, 400, 200 with 2 minutes rest. And this was tough. I'm not going to lie. The way up of the ladder, I felt really strong. I was hitting the paces that I was hoping for. The way down the ladder, I definitely was not. So I think it was really good for me to experience this, just reminding myself that, one, I have some fitness to build. Two, I'm coming off injury, so it's really important that I don't overdo it. Not that I overdid it in this workout, like my leg felt fine, everything felt fine, but it was a reminder that I gotta make sure that I'm paying attention to the intensity and the volume that I'm putting on my body. I did not expect this to get up to about 12K of total running. Not that that's that bad, but I think I just got to be mindful of that. I did this at the McMaster football field. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a 260-pound lineman. I played offense and defensive lineman. So being back out on the field got me in the mood. So I had to do a couple pass sets while I was out there. It's so funny to think how life changes. I used to make fun of people for running around a track during football practice, and here I am now running around the football field during track practice. So it's pretty funny. That same day or the next day, I did a super tough Hyrox workout. I've been trying to get into a Hyrox class at least once a week. Shout out to Holistic Athlete. They have classes out of Evolution Fitness in Burlington. I've been doing their classes, and I will probably end up working with Mike. I think I mentioned this a long time on my YouTube channel. I was working with Mike, put a pause on it, but we're going to get back into it as I move into Hyrox Toronto. But had a really tough interval workout. One thing that I like about going to these classes, it helps me work on intervals more specific to the work I'm going to see in Hyrox. So I want to make sure that I'm having a bit of that in my training. Most of my training outside of running is still strength training, which I'm not really going to mention here, but I probably strength train, lift weights strictly for strength 3 times a week, and then I'm dropping into one of these holistic classes once a week, and then I'll probably do one other conditioning piece on my own outside of what I'm doing in the classes and outside of my strength stuff. But this was a really great workout. We did 4 stations where we're working on like threshold intervals. I'm still getting used to getting back on the ergs. Ski ergs, not something I'm super familiar with. I'm a strong rower, but getting back on that. Things like burpee broad jump is definitely a newer movement for me. Like I've done a ton of burpee stuff in CrossFit, but to get in the groove of like doing burpee broad jumps and how it feels and how my heart rate spikes and all that stuff has been something that has been really fun. But I felt really strong in this workout, which was good. Then we had Movement Run Club on Thursday night. We did some speed work with the crew. I think we did 6 to 7 sets of 30 seconds hard, 90 seconds recovery. I didn't really run. I wouldn't call this speed work for me in this. I'm more there kind of leading the run, making sure everyone's doing okay. But it was a super fun group. If you guys are local to Hamilton, you're checking this out. Thursday nights right now, we're doing a run club. It starts at the Movement. We start at 7:15. It's open to everyone, more focused on getting people exposed to how amazing running is. It's not an intense group. It's meant to just get out, be with good people, see how awesome running is. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out. And we like to take mirror selfies at the Movement after the runs, so that's always fun too. And then I made my way down to London. My friend Isaac invited me to come down to a track night. So a run club down there called Backroads put on a track night where they do an 800-meter track race, basically. It's totally meant for fun, but I went down and gave my best effort, and I hit a little bit of a PR on my 800. I think I did a 2:23 800 meter, which I think my previous PR was like a 2:50. I've never truly tried to send an 800 meter run. I think I hit that 2:50 in a workout where I was doing like, 10 800s on the minute. 10 800s with 1 minute rest. So not a true, evaluation of what my fastest 800 meter was. I still felt really good on this. I think I can go faster than 2:23, considering it was at the end of the week. I was traveling to the run. I drove. I got out of my car. I ran 800 meters. But super fun. Love the environment. Big fan of events like that, which makes me want to put something like this on in the Hamilton area because it was such a blast and such a great opportunity to get the community out and around. Then the next day, I did a little strength workout. My friend Isaac, who runs Movement Strength in London, which is a gym that I used to work at back in the day when I was living out in London going to school. It's probably my favorite place on earth. I know that's a bit of an exaggeration, but the community that Isaac's built, that place holds a very special place in my heart, so I love going back there. But every Saturday, not every Saturday, but every now and then, he holds a free workout for men to come and get after it, and he calls it yard work. So I went to the yard work workout. It was super fun. We did some AMRAP interval stuff, which I really enjoyed. And then Isaac and I went for a little short run after, about 5K, nothing crazy. That same evening, I had a long run on the schedule that day, and I was thinking that I was going to get most of it in with Isaac, but I didn't. So I drove home, and Will also had a long run he wanted to get into. So because it was one of the longest days of the year, we decided let's go for an evening sunset run. And we had a great run, nice and easy, super slow. I think we did like a 6-minute pace. It was awesome. I really enjoy getting out with Will. We don't get to do it as often as we probably would like, just given the circumstances of all the things we're doing with business, his family, that kind of stuff. But super fun with that. And then finished it off with another Hyrox workout. I typically don't go twice to the class, but because I'm missing next week, I thought it'd be fun. And it was a great class. It was a Hyrox partner workout. It was basically like a doubles simulation. We were doing 800-meter runs between each station. There was 8 stations. So all the partners would do the running, and then we'd split up the work at the stations. I felt super, super strong, to be honest. I was thinking that I was going to go into this fatigued, but the running felt great. It was super, super hot out, but I felt like I was able to maintain good paces and keep myself in a good heart rate zone, and really happy with how some of the stations went, like the lunges and the burpee broad jumps I felt really strong on, although it being hot and coming off the runs. So really, really happy with how my body responded. I think it's like really good to get workouts like that under your belt that, stack good bricks, but also build some confidence. Since Hyrox is a newer thing that I'm getting into, there's some uncertainty around like how my body's going to respond to some of these stations. So when we stack good workouts together that build confidence, I think that can go a long way. And that's a big thing that I've been harping on with my clients this week, is the consistency of training over a long period of time is going to be the best way to build fitness. And it is important that you go into these workouts understanding that this is not the last workout you're going to do, and this is not the race. This is your workout to build fitness. You shouldn't be killing yourself in every workout. You should be pushing your body to get the stimulus that you're trying to get out of that workout, and then you're going to recover so that you can work out again. I think a lot of times people go into workouts in their training sessions with no purpose or intention as to what they're trying to get out of it, and then they end up just killing themselves, and they do this over and over again until something flares up, and then they have to stop training. And the number one killer of your fitness is not being able to be training. So I really think it's something to think about, is how do you get the most out of the workout that you're trying to do in the moment, not trying to build your fitness all in one workout session, because the best athletes in the world, the people that have the most success, are the ones that are consistently training for long periods of time. So yeah, that was my week in training. Super excited. Haven't done one of these review videos, so I thought I'd pop on and do it for you guys. Really happy with the training. Really happy with the run volume. Hit about 51, 52K this week. Probably going to hover around there for the most part. I don't foresee myself building too much volume right now as I'm getting into Hyrox stuff. As I get closer to doing the marathon in November, I'll definitely start to build my volume up more and more, but going to focus on intensity in Hyrox specific training to get ready for the Hyrox sim that I'm doing July 19th in Windsor. Solo pro men. It's going to be like a good opportunity for me to just go out there and see where I'm at. I'm going to give it my best and see where we fall. But that's all I got for today, guys. If you aren't subscribed to me on the channel, make sure you do that. If you want to follow me on Instagram, head over there. Follow me, dlano.93. Follow me on Strava. I'm back. I'm active. I'm posting, having fun with Strava. Head over there. Follow me. But yeah, hope you guys are having fun. Hope you guys are training hard. Hope you're training consistent week to week. And I hope you guys are getting after it and digging deep. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.